Today, we're going to present to you the latest events and happenings in the MMM global community. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC. For this week, we will hear stories from Mexico, Nigeria, and Republic of South Africa for our Events Roundup. While our MMM Gives Back stories focus on charity events from Nigeria, country that has been seeing tremendous growth of their MMM community. For his Just an Opinion segment, guider Emil San Juan asks why MMM has to be separated per country. At the end of this episode, we're gonna reveal to you why August is an important month for the MMM global community. Details of this in just a moment. We start our roundup this week in Mexico. On June 23 of this year, guider Iris Machuca and her team went to the Rodolfo Elias Calles, a boulevard where people do their daily jogging and other exercises. They set up a signage along the path and handed out sachets of granola and MMM leaflets as their way of introducing people to MMM. They also did distribution on 2 gyms in the vicinity. For people who have time, they did a short explanation of what MMM is and its role in their community. From Mexico, we now move to Nigeria, where guider Precious Franklin organized an event on June 25. With the belief that there is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. She made a presentation at the Canal Motel wherein she discussed about MMM's ideology, how its system works, and its history. She also shared with them the rules on effective participation in MMM. Still in Nigeria, another MMM presentation happened 6 days later on July 1. Guider Akinkunmi Osinolu hosted the event at the Lemi House in Ibadan, Oyo State. He started with discussions about the ideology of MMM, how it works, and how it can change people's lives for the better. Then he showed his attendees how to navigate the MMM personal office while also explaining what Mavro is in detail. The benefits and bonuses involved in joining the MMM community were also included in the discussion. From Nigeria, we now move south to Republic of South Africa as guider Nompumelelo visited the community of Stanger on July 1st to share with them what MMM is. She saw it as a great opportunity in making more people understand MMM better as a free and fair financial system since it has been getting negative media coverage lately. Due to some unforeseen reasons, she had to change venue to a community hall in the area, but it did not stop her or her attendees from pushing through with the event. She shared with them MMM's ideology and how they can benefit from this network of people helping people. She also taught them in details how to register, provide help up to withdrawal process. Those with questions were given an opportunity to ask, and guider Nompumelelo made sure that everything is answered. On the same day, guider Cosinari also organized an event at Stanger Heights Hall in Mpumalanga, South Africa. In his opening remarks, he described MMM to his audience as the #1 global financial social network in more than 120 countries that has helped its participants donate millions of dollars directly between each other. He also told them that MMM's coming to South Africa means they now have a way to help alleviate poverty in their lives and bring them out of financial bondage. He discussed next other important topics about MMM and showed them in detail the steps on how to register, provide, and get help. Guider Cosinari also said that he is happy because through MMM-sponsored meeting like this, they have managed to build and grow the MMM RSA community and fight financial poverty in the lives of ordinary participants. From South Africa, we go back to Mexico for our next story. At around 6 p.m. on July 2, guiders Rene Ojeda and Lucio Gallardo met with their invited guests at a restaurant in the city of Puebla in Mexico. Their goal is to give a complete presentation on what this great platform called MMM is and the benefit it provides to members. They originally invited only 30 people, but 34 came. Guider Lucio did the opening remarks to welcome the participants. Then Guider Ines spoke next and explained how the MMM platform works. His detailed explanation helped fire up the excitement of his listeners. At the end of the presentations, 7 people have provided help. Still on July 2, another successful offline event in South Africa was organized by Guider Macy. Despite the chilly weather, people of Chiliniana community attended the presentation. He made them understand first the ideology of MMM and how it can help them. Then he showed them the registration process step by step, emphasizing the mistakes cannot be made on this one as it holds the vital information of their membership. He next demonstrated how they can log into their MMM personal office and how to fill in the personal details of the My Page. Guider Macy also showed them how to activate their Guider as confidant, explaining that it would come handy in case of any emergency, especially when the member is in an area where there is no internet connection. He encouraged everyone as well as to know their guiders, as this will help them to work together in building the MMM community. Before he ended, participants were given opportunity to ask clarifying questions, which he all answered thoroughly. This week, we feature 5 MMM gives back stories from one country that has been seeing tremendous growth. Guider Emmanuel Odadil visited the center of the day together with other MMM members. Guider Emmanuel Oladil visited the center on that day together with other MMM members. They started the occasion by introducing themselves, and afterwards, they began to talk about MMM's history, ideology, and how it works. Another member of the team also discussed the benefits involved in joining an MMM community. Before ending the event, they went ahead and fulfilled their mission of the day by handing out the items that they have brought for the children's home. The center's management was very thankful to the MMM community for paying them a visit and bringing in help. 6 days later, on June 24, Guider Relawan Oladupupu led another charity event in Ibadan at Oyo State in western Nigeria. Joined by some MMM community members, they visited the Sabo market along Jamie Bowen Road on that day. Elderly men and women were part of the crowd eagerly waiting to get a bag of grains that the team distributed. All recipients were thankful because they seldom have this kind of occasion. The event went well as planned, and Guider Rilwan said that through MMM, he wishes to continue giving his time and effort in helping out people in need. Our third MMM Gives Back story from Nigeria happened last June 26 under the leadership of Guider Olangutoyi Kehendi. Together with other MMM members, he hosted a charity presentation at the Christ Dominion Prayer Ministry Church in Oro Kwara State. One of the MMM members present opened the event with a prayer. Then Guider Olangutoyi explained the ideology and history of MMM and how its system works. A question and answer portion followed afterwards, wherein Guiders help each other to thoroughly answer all the questions posed to them by the audience. The event's highlight was the giving of the gifts that Guider Olangutoyi and his team brought as token of appreciation for their presence. He said that small act of kindness like this is worth more than the grandest intention. Ibadan in the Oyo State of Nigeria is again the place where our next story happened. On June 28 of this year, Guider Oleyed Tulase with his team of active MMM community members visited elderly people with disability under the care of the Mercy of God homes in Ibadan. They received a warm welcome from the people in the center. Appreciation also flowed as they started giving out food items, toilet papers, soaps, and other essentials that the hospice needed most. The MMM organizer also took the opportunity to present to the volunteers of the center the ideology of MMM, how it works, and how it can help change their lives. Judging from the grateful smiles of the people in the center, the team knew that their event was a success. Guider Olaid and his team sees charity works and MMM as very important tool in giving back to the less fortunate ones. And for our last MMM Gives Back story this week, we go back to the Sabo Market in Ibadan, Oyo State, as Guider Rilwan Oladupupo with other active MMM Nigeria guiders visited the place again on the last day of June. Like they did the previous week, the team distributed bags of grain to elderly people, some of which are blind. The team said that they will continue living out MMM's ideology of people helping people by doing random acts of kindness with no expectation of reward. They believe that the thankful smiles they get from the random people they help are priceless gifts that will inspire them to keep on giving back to the needy with the help of the MMM community.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? My name is Emil and welcome to Just My Opinion. In continuation with our series of topics coming from our viewer suggestion, today we are going to talk about why MMM structures are separated per country. Actually, the best person to answer this question is no other than Mr. Sergey Mavro. But since he is not posting a video which will surely answer this question, let me share what I think might be the possible reason. When I came to know about MMM at first, I thought that all countries are part of just one central structure or community. But after a few months, I discovered that although MMM participants log in only to one common website, each country had a separate structure from one another. Now, what is the reason why we came to discuss about this? It is because some participants are requesting that all countries with MMM will only be contained in one integrated structure. In some online meetings, there are guiders who actually suggested that MMM be part of just one centralized website. But I only see it happen once, during the times that one MMM country badly needs help to cope up with panic. A portion of PH from other MMM countries was routed to that specific country for a couple of days. But why is that MMM countries are separated? My opinion is, it is because each country is unique in terms of people's customs and how they manage their money. Aside from that, another reason that I see is because not all people are using Bitcoin. Many are still using banks. And we all know that money transfer using bank transaction have limitations and some are covered by international law. It's hard to process an international bank deposit. You will be asked with a lot of requirements just to proceed with a single transaction. So, if Mavro is not making the move to fully synchronize all country with MMM, I think this is one of the big reasons why. Another thing that I see which keeps him from doing it is the possibility of collapse. For example, if all countries with MMM will be synchronized in one central structure, a panic in one country can shut down the whole structure and all international countries with MMM will surely collapse one after the other. You see, if these countries with MMM are separated in structure, problems can be easily controlled. It's like a process of isolation so that one structure can still operate even if there are problems with the other structure. It's a lot easier to solve a problem with one country than to solve a problem with the whole world. Do you agree? So, what's your opinion about this? Do you want MMM structures to be centralized or do you want it to be just the way it is? For me, I think it is better if we leave it just the way it is for now. Who knows? Mavro might have a bigger plan for MMM in the future. Only time can tell, right? So, do you learn something today from the thoughts I shared with you? If yes, share this video with your co-participants and let us know if you have a suggestion for the next topic to be discussed in this segment. Just visit that's bit.ly or bit.ly/justmyopinion to suggest a topic. This is Emil, and remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day and bye-bye.
The month of August is a very important month for the MMM global community because it is the birth month of our dear founder, Mr. Sergey Mavro. Mavro celebrated his birthday last August 11, so in behalf of Mavro News Channel and the MMM global community, we want to greet Mr. Mavro a happy birthday! Happy birthday! Sorry. And that's it for this episode. Always remember, together we change the world.